yo, your English is really bad. Your English, not good. Why you try to upload your video in English to TikTok?
Welcome to Effortless English with Ready. Let's get started with your fluency journey and keep practicing your English with effective methods. Right, guys, glad to be back. So, this is Rati, and today we're gonna start the English podcast with my brother, Sopheaktra. His name is so nice, and I love his name. He's so very handsome, as you can see on the screen. I heard a lot from you, basically, because you told me before we had the podcast here. It's about how you study English by yourself, right? You challenge, you set the plan to do, right? You practice your English at any cost, and your story is very motivational to others. And my encourage to any other English learners to take a look to work on themselves more confidently, like the way you are today. And I think you may have a lot of points and a lot of front lines to share with us, any information fruitfully, yeah, here together on the podcast. So before we are going a little deeper, we would like to introduce ourselves clearly before we get started as this English podcast. So my name is Ruti. Don't try to call me other names. I don't have that. Just Ready. No sir, no mister, no teacher Ready. Don't do that. Not nice. It doesn't sound nice to me. So please call me Ready and absolutely acceptable. Yeah, this is from me. And you guys probably have known me. I am the English content creator and I am known as the English learner as well. I don't have something special to show more. I'm sorry to say so, but this is my reality. So go to my brother. Please share your short introduction or your background of learning English or whatever that you possibly can share with us right here.
For the second time, I would like to pay my highest respects to all the vulnerable monks. And how do you do, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another podcast video today again. I appreciate Wong for having me today. Yeah, I hope I get a good opportunities like this someday. Okay. Yeah. And I also want to introduce myself for everyone that who never know me before. My name is Sopheaktra. I'm 23 years old in this year. I'm Khmer. I'm Cambodian.
Yeah,
Yes.
not foreigner.
Yeah, I'm not foreigner. I'm Cambodian. Currently, I live in Phnom Penh City almost for 3 years to continue my studying on the major information technology.
IT.
Yeah, you know, I live in a rented house with my second brother. Okay, that's it for me. So let me jump to Bongrati.
Thank you, brother, for your warm introductions to us. We would love to know more from you, not just like, short introduction, because you have experiences of learning English by yourself, and importantly, how you actually, study English now. Because I saw your videos on TikTok, and I was interested in, at that time. I was passionate about learning English. As you have known that I am the English content creator, I like sharing, also teaching, and more importantly, I like help people to learn English by themselves, like how to stand independently by ourselves to learn English without doing something like going to class all the time. Guys, I'm not gonna say class is the problem. No, I mean the problem is yourself. So you have to get started yourself in the right learning English journey. So you got one, I got one. That's why we're here to find out what is yours and what is mine, right? So related to your story, very motivational to me, and I would like to know more from your story behind like something you get started at first. How you get started by yourself? I mean, the day you get started as the first day ever or something like that. I don't know what happened to you, what's going on. Maybe you drop, you learn, you drop, you learn, or what, brother? We would like to hear all about that. Please go ahead.
Okay, let me start right into my short story. So that why I try to study English. So why I decide to choose language. It's my second language. So yeah, so let me jump right into the short story. When I was 10 or 11, my parents took me to visit Angkor Wat. When we arrived on Angkor Wat Temple, I saw many foreigners. They were speaking English.
They were speaking English.
Yeah, and I could not understand what they were talking about. Yeah, and yeah, I'm really want to communicate with them, and I feel like how they can communicate with that, with that instant language.
Yeah.
Yes, and I have willing to try to study English. from that day.
From that day.
Yeah. After a few days, my father she asked me, "Son, do you love to study English?"
Yeah.
After I got his question, I feel like I was excited, because I am individual. I am a child. I am a student who
Yeah.
already have passion to study English
Got
before.
passion. And after that, what happened to you more?
Honestly, I also studied in English private school for 3 years during in 2013 2016. I really enjoy studying English very much. I almost spent the whole time,
Yeah.
you know, to study about the English.
Like
You know,
grammar, like vocabulary, and
yeah,
kind of like that.
yeah, like that. In 2016,
Yeah.
I drop out.
You drop out.
Yeah, drop out my English private school. Study English in my private school
Mm.
because I don't have much time to spend on it. Especially, we also have one motorbike which my father used for work.
Yeah.
So yeah, I decided to drop out, and more importantly, I want to finish my higher secondary education.
You want to focus on your secondary school degree.
Yeah. So I finished grade 9. I have never studied in another private English,
Class.
more English class,
Mm.
like that.
So you abandoned your English completely that time.
Yeah, after four, after 8 years, I haven't studied in another private school. I just, until now,
Yeah.
yeah. I just got inspired from content creator, like that,
Yeah.
and you as well inspire me very much to practice English, to study English, like that. Yeah, un- unbelievable, man. So let me jump to Borat.
Since you mentioned that I am one of your inspiration, like the one who inspires you and also encourage you to learn English, something like that. You found me interesting to learn, so that's why you begin your journey. And I saw your video on TikTok and some kind of ways that you try to learn English. So that would be, I mean, impressive. So let's go to the strategy that you do with your self study and self confidence. So, do you have any tips or any strategies to improve your self study? Yeah, please go ahead.
Actually, I also a student who lazy to study English. So
Two.
for me, I try to find many way, many tips to improve my English speaking more effectively and easily. At first, I focus on the basic, like vocabulary, grammar, watch video, YouTube, like that, especially podcasts in English.
Podcast in
Yeah,
English.
it's really important for me to improve my English speaking. In here, I got many accent from the people, from another countries, like that. I also have 4 tips to share for you
Yeah.
that I always use it to improve my English.
Okay. Please
hmm
go ahead. What are they?
Okay. For the first tip
Yes.
is learn from YouTube. As you know, YouTube we use for various purpose, including um, learn something new,
Yeah.
hmm watch video, music video, uh-huh, watch movie, like
Yeah.
that,
Yeah. Yeah.
movies in English,
That's cool.
Okay,
That's
so
cool.
yeah. Actually, we are also student. We also can research what we want to know. For example, I want to improve my English speaking skill. I want to mastering at my English pronunciation, like that. For second tip
Yeah.
is learn from website. Learn from
Website.
and learn from website. It's really important for me. I have used it before, and I think it's really good for me. Yes. Yeah.
What kind of websites you are using right now?
3 website.
No.
Like BBC Learning English.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Duolingo. The last one is Grammarly.
Grammarly.
Yeah, the last one, Grammarly, is really important to correct. If you want to talk something, like that, you can write in a paragraph, then it will correct. The last tip is I pick some vocabulary words to make the sentences.
You did it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
So, how many words do you actually pick per day? At maybe as
Um
the average.
I don't know. When I want to speak, like I just bring some vocabulary words to speak aloud, yes, to the people who can talk with me, and like in front of the mirror, like to the environment. Yeah, yeah, it's really good for me. Yes, to improve my English speaking. I think it's really important for me. Okay, that's all for me, and come to an end. So let me jump right into volunteer.
Thank you, brother. 3 tips, maybe 4 tips, but totally we make it short, become 3. So number one, you guys probably have heard already from my brother. He mentioned like he studied English by himself, and he focused to learn English by YouTube or a social media platform. You guys probably subscribe his YouTube channel. Go to his YouTube channel. What's the name of YouTube channel you got?
Practice English with Sopheaktra or SPT. Practice English with SPT.
Practice English with SP.
T.
All right, so you're gonna practice English with him. Go with him. He got YouTube channel, social media platform. You can find it out. But again, he mentioned earlier he was passionate and also he is doing a lot of jobs, a lot of points, a lot of practices with the YouTube. So that's why I thought that would be amazing to keep going. And the next point is about like you study English by websites like Grammarly. All right, maybe about the BBC Learning English. So this is the website known as the UK program.
Yeah.
I may believe it.
Especially all of you guys want to improve your English.
Yeah, you want to improve like UK accent. Yeah, so the next point is about the like how you activate your vocabularies and put in the sentence or create the sentences by using vocabulary that you have learned. This is like how we activate the words we have learned, put them in a sentence, and make sense when we speak. This is the good strategy that I mostly do. Whenever I learn one word, I have to make the example as well. That's what I got. Let me explain why. So, for example, if you guys actually now you pay attention and learn one word from me right here, I'm gonna say it's the word socially. Socially would be an adverb. So I'm gonna say, I would like to study socially related to something that I would like to focus on the community. Or maybe we have to study socially a lot more. Maybe you have to study something large, like as the community. This is the example, just like I take the word socially, put in my sentence, and then make it a point and talk to many people. But to do this, we have to understand the definition of the word, and we have to learn more about the collocation, synonyms, antonyms, prefixes, and suffixes. That would be the strategies to improve and extend your vocabulary, maybe a little wider. Maybe you are not supposed to be stuck when you come to explain something more as the sentences. That's what I do. That's so it sounds crazy. Sometimes it might be a little harder. And yes, it needs a lot of effort and a lot of commitment to do this. All right, brother, I think we are coming to an end for this way. But before we move to our last point, all right, so I think I would like you to share your confidence a little bit. Do you think now you feel confident a lot more than before when you come to practice English in the public and you're not supposed to be afraid of judgment from people? What do you think when you share video on TikTok, some kind of like that? How many people will like your content and how many people will dislike? And what do you think for them? You will care for the people who don't like you? Or you just like do for the people they care about?
Honestly, I make TikTok videos to build my confidence and to improve my English speaking. Like I don't really care about the mistake. Yeah, when something wrong during I speaking, practicing.
Yeah.
You know, s- English is not our first language, so it's really hard to practice or speaking out loud to the people, especially to the people who you never faced with them before.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so I decided to create a TikTok account, like TikTok platform to make abilities to speak English, to practice English,
Every
to
day.
yeah every day. Honestly, too many people they talk about it. Yeah, they judge me, like that. Yo, your English is really bad. Your English, not good. Why you try to upload your video in English to TikTok?
Some kind.
Yeah, negative people never let you better. So if you are a real English learner, don't be afraid to make a mistake of practicing English. Practice make process.
Thank you, brother, for your attention and also your, this is like a great invitation that I give you. I mean, you actually accept my invitation, join this English podcast together, talk in front of the camera because, we have something more to talk. But just like today, based on the topic, based on the time, we don't have much things to say more. And I believe people, they will like your English and also they will believe, yeah, somehow learn English is not just today. It's not just like you see everybody see you on the camera on today and then you do, oh, okay, I'm going to follow you. No, you have to set specific plan, you have to set specific strategies, and you need to be good with your mindset. All right, focus on what you do and try to practice every day. But again, mistakes are the bridge. Mistakes
Got you.
are the bridge. So when you made a mistake and you have to learn about something that you have done wrongly, it doesn't mean like let it go. Okay, I made a mistake and then I don't worry about that. Let me explain. So when you study English, you have to open your mind to speak English more and open the gate of making a lot of mistakes as you can. The more you make, the more you learn how you actually become wrong. So once you become wrong, you have to find a way to become right. Once become wrong, go to find the ways to become right after that. This is like how we update it. But if you just made a mistake, you don't care, you don't focus, you don't think that's gonna be the best ideas to work on. Come on. You're gonna be wrong forever. Like that. I open my mind and I receive a lot of critical thinking. I mean some kind of like negative feedback, whatever like that. But somehow you come with a good purpose. All right, I welcome you. I open mind. I talk to you nicely. You talk to me nicely, but you talk to me rudely. Let's see what I coming back. Just kidding a while, but that's supposed to be real for me. Okay, guys, that's it, and hopefully to see you for the next time. And our podcast is supposed to be coming now.